multiple of 8 plus 7. So once you reach the width, I'm sorry, I keep saying length, of your blanket or whatever project, probably a blanket or wrap. I would say blanket's nice, probably a baby blanket too. So once you reach the width, then you're going to go to the 4th chain from the hook, and you're going to do a double crochet. Oh goodness, I can't do this. Let me see. So the 4th chain from the hook, you do a double crochet, and then you're going to double crochet all the way across. Okay, so for row 2, you're going to chain up 3. You're going to skip, this is your chain, the same stitch right here. So you're going to skip this next stitch, and then the next one you're going to do a V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And you're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3. And in the 4th, you're going to do 5 double crochets. This is also an easy repeat pattern. And you're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then do a V-stitch. One, 2, 3, skip 3 again, and do your 5 double crochets. And that's it for row number 2. Just make sure you have your correct amount of double crochets, because it will throw off the pattern if you're missing one double crochet or adding a double crochet by accident. So just keep that in mind. If it does, it would be fixable, I would say. But just to be on the safe side, just make sure you do your 5 double crochets and no more or less than that. I'm just gonna finish here real quick. So the last, since you started with the V, you're supposed to end with the V. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So then here you're supposed to have this. This is considered double crochet, so you'd have 2 double crochets left here. So you do your last V, and you're just going to just skip this first stitch, next to last stitch, and double crochet here, bottom, like that. If you want to change colors, before you complete your double crochet, it's really easy, just like that. Now, this is a sample, so I'm not leaving a long end, but you want to leave a long end long enough to sew in your ends. I know some tutorials, some people say that you can crochet over your ends. To be honest, I don't think that that's, I don't think it's secure enough. I always recommend sewing in your ends. Really nice. I mean, at least I would have to show you. I'll show you in a little bit, because if you're going to wash this project, it can easily come undone in the washer. So just want to keep that in mind. So I'm here to the last 2, so I'm just going to pull this one in here. You want to leave a long tail. I usually leave something like this. I don't know how long it is, but it's pretty long. then you're going to chain your up 3. And then of course, this is, I'm going to pull these on these ends. So remember, you're going to double crochet. This is going to be it. You're going to double crochet all the way across. Just remember not to double crochet in this stitch right here, because this is part of this. If you start to crochet from here, your project is going to fan out. So go to the V-stitch, to the beginning of the V-stitch, and that's where you're going to start your first double crochet. And you're going to double crochet in the chain 1 space, and then double crochet in each double crochet. Like that all across. I know these colors don't match, but it's just for tutorial purposes. That way you can just see the different colors. So I'll finish real quick and then I'll come back. I'll show you. Start row number 2 again. So once you end your project, you want to end it in this row for number 3. That way you can, if you want to do a border, it will be easy to do a border. Okay, so I'm here at the end. So of course, on the turning chain, you're just going to do a double crochet. You want to do a little bit tighter. Okay. So that's row. So that's really easy. Row 2 is you just chain up 3. Remember, this is part of the same double crochet. So you're going to skip this next one. And then this one is where you're going to do your V-stitch. So again, just make sure you do not double crochet in this one right here, because it'll fan out. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So that's it for the pattern. It's just the same. So that's pretty much it. Cut this off here. So if you're going to do your color changes, make sure again that you are going to weave in your ends, because it's just the securest way to make sure it doesn't come undone. So just go through the back and just more or less try to hide it. Make sure that when you're doing this, it doesn't come to the front. So just you don't want to pull on it either, because if you pull on it, it'll look like that. So just make sure not to pull. I do it this. That's why I do a long tail, because I can have enough to go back and forth. Maybe you want to go back another time. Don't start where this came out. Just go like this on the top. I want to move it a little bit. And then go like this. And then a third time. Again, don't pull on it too much. You don't want your stitches to collapse. Go back here just a little bit for a third time, and that's it. And that will make it very, very secure. See? If it does come undone, it's not going to be able to come undone. It probably come undone a little bit when you first wash it. Like the edge, you just cut that off, but it really does. It shouldn't. But that's the safest way to sew your ends. And again, if it's going to be just for, even if you're going to do just a decorative blanket, you still want to hide your ends. You can probably crochet over them, or just hide them here real quick. No big deal. So that's the pattern. So this is what it would look like. If you want to change colors, if you want to keep the color, yeah, this is the right way. So it actually has two sides because you can either look at it this way or this way. This looks like little flowers if you turn it this way. So that's it. So please email me with any questions. I hope you learned something.